We thought coach. Personally, I thought Coach Benni is no longer there. Temba Shabalala here, coach.
Where did you think I went, my brother? Hmm? I'm always
I'm
gonna be here. Sometimes I think, like I said, I'm in my early days, so I'm just giving the players to get accustomed to this calm and collective Coach Benny until the real Coach Benny stands up. No, listen, like I said, I think I had enough time to reflect, so that's why I'm trying to be a bit more conservative, more relaxed. Same passion, the same desire to win, the same ambition to achieve, but just have to be a little bit more, I don't want to get in trouble with the officials, or I don't want to leave my team in alert if I get sent off. So yeah, I just try and manage the situation a bit better than I did at Cape Town City, where it was my first time and I was all over the show. Whereas now I'm more matured and I'm more calm, and I handle situations better than what I did before. But yeah, enough for people to know not to mess with me. If you're gonna mess with me, then you're gonna find me, and if you're gonna find me, then you better finish what you start. Don't start something halfway, And I can understand emotions runs high in a game, and when it's a game of this magnitude, when you start off, if you're a Stellenbosch team, you start off okay. Um, we weren't ourselves. We didn't play the football that we want to play. Yeah, we just were. I think all the games that's been coming consecutive in short space of time, it's finally caught up with us, and you could see that we were a little bit um, let, lethargic, lethargic. Even I'm lethargic just saying that because of all the games that's been coming thick and fast. So yeah, so we were a bit out of our comfort zone. But credit to Stellies, they came out and they played their game. They high pressed us, and the speed that they came with up front seemed to have give us rocked our boat a little bit. And then yeah, they go 1-0 up deservedly, even though we still just prior to that we had opportunity where if we had a bit more movement, if we had more desire to get into the box and score, I think Bongs could have gotten there where Major made a great play there on the right, on the wing, and then he cut the ball back and there was nobody and the ball deflected on the crossbar. And unfortunately, so then yeah, Stellies go 1-0 up. Um, we now chasing the game, but obviously our resilience always pays off, and then we insist, and then Bongs and Tuli scored a well-deserved goal, he's still catching up on his fitness and trying to get himself back at the best Bongs and Tuli that you can see, that we can have, and then this team will be flying. So obviously, playing catching up is always difficult, and he took his goal again extremely well. So we go 1-1 in halftime, and in second half, I just said, for us to get anything, we need to match Stellenbosch. We need to go toe to toe with them. We need to match them physically. We need to go at them. We need to compete. We need to run as much as they do. And then when we get the opportunities, and then we do that, and then from the first minute in the second half, we high press them, we force them into a mistake, and then Major capitalized, and Major took his opportunity. Well, I'm a bit disappointed in his first finish because he almost blew it straight at the keeper, and then he managed to pick up the rebound, and then he finished it well. So then we go 2-1 up, and yeah, and we ended up just allowing Stellenbosch to come back into the game, and then they put us on the back foot. But I think sometimes I like to win playing great football and dominating and that, but some games you're not going to be always dominant throughout the 90 minutes. And today was one of those games where we had to grind it out. We did what we had to do to get the result. So yeah, so happy with the outcome of that.
Coach, Rob in Cape Town, hope you're well. Winning mentality, you know, you want to play the beautiful game with AmaZulu, but how important is a second consecutive win to build that winning mentality? Because to be honest, the only way a team can have it is by winning.
Yes, no, of course, Rob. Listen, like I said, I came through the door and I introduced a completely different way of play to these players that what they were accustomed to. You know, everything is nice, everything is hard, but there must be that willingness. As much as we love playing football and that, there must be that willingness to compete. So for me, there's nothing without hard work. So hard work beats everything, beats talent, and that's always my motivation to the players. That's always what I preach to them: hard work, hard work, hard work. And today was one of those games where the talent and the way we always play, we couldn't do that. We couldn't do that today. So hard work had to come in, you know. So we worked as hard as our position, and then the little bit of quality that we allowed to showcase was coming out, and then we managed to turn it around, and then we managed to hold on to the 3 points. But that's that winning mentality that I try and install on these players. And day by day, they're slowly starting to understand, and they're slowly starting to get it. And that's going to make our team such a difficult team to deal with, because when we master the art of winning, when it's ugly sometimes, and having that fighting spirit and that never say die attitude and that not giving up attitude, when we are at our best, when we play teams off the pitch, and then the two combinations to have, you know, it's going to be so much it's going to be so much better. And yeah, it's going to make us really one of those teams to fear and to look out for, because we've got almost most things going for us.
Just to chip in there once again, Coach, what will it take for you to make your home ground your fortress, where teams know that they can come, but they will not return with points? Are you at the level where you trust your players to the extent that with these 2 wins, now they can get to that level?
Excuse me, what was that? Sorry. Sorry
I was
about
saying,
that,
Coach. I was saying to you, Coach, making, you know, your home ground to be a fortress where players know that if I go there, like your old days at Orlando Stadium, where you knew exactly that even in the change room, when you speak with your fellow players, you say, whoever that comes here, the luckiest they'll get is a draw. But anybody and everybody who comes here, irrespective of who he is, he won't get away with a thing from here. Are you at that level? Do you see that on your players' faces when you talk to them, whether it's pre-match or post-match? What do you see in your players? Are they giving you that?
I can see the desire to get to that level. You know, we're far from there yet. But it's a work in progress. Like I said, you know, that team that you're talking about there was some crazy characters in that team, and we were together a lot more times, and we spent a lot of time together for us to have built that sort of relationship where we knew this was the fortress, and teams used to come there. They celebrate like they've won the League Cup, the league, when they get a draw against us at Orlando Stadium. And yeah, that's what we're trying to work towards building here at AmaZulu. It's not easy. It's not easy because obviously with the transfer window now, and players are unsettled, players are on rest, who's leaving, who's going to go, and if I'm going to stay, if the coach is happy with me. So there's a lot of things that sort of like breaking the mold a little bit in us achieving that. But we are on the good path. We are on the good road to achieving that. But it's going to take a lot more, you know, for us to really get there and make the stadium, make home ground advantage count massively, and make it a fortress for teams to come here that don't want to play AmaZulu, because we're a team that can do anything. We can play fantastic football. We can move the ball great, and we can play teams off the park. But when we have to grind out the result and we have to work really hard for it, we can also do that. So yeah, it will take some time, but that is the ultimate goal that we want to achieve, that we want to see happen here, that this will become our fortress.
Coach Benny Fidel from Front Runner. Can you please talk about the importance of your number 8, Makehleni Makgaola? Also, he seemed to be very physical today. Were those your instructions to him today? Thank you.
No, obviously my instructions to the midfield, because that's the heartbeat of the team. You know, Makgaola, Umlambo, Sitebe, these three, they've been playing together. If you look at majority of the matches since I've joined AmaZulu, that's been our midfield trio. So that's the heartbeat of the team. And if these guys dominate the midfield, the team plays with relative ease, you know. And Makgaola is the one who's at the top, who's at the top of the diamond. So he's the trigger man. So, you know, he's the one that he breaks things up in midfield for us. If we need to be aggressive, he's the one that gives us that aggressiveness about the team. But when we have the ball, we're also looking for him to play into the players, into the Mamelas, Mulengas, Majoros, Bongi Untulis, Shaka Zulu. You know, he's the one that he sets the tone in the team. You know, and so far he's been the most complete player for me. You know, he's came in and he's surprised many players, many people in football with his quality and his ability that people didn't expect him to have. So yeah, he's been one of the surprising elements for me. But he's been just one of the most instrumental players in my reign at AmaZulu. He's just world class at the moment.
Coach, just to jump in here, you spoke about Bongintuli. You took him off before the second half started. Why was that? Is it injury? Is it bad? You were scared maybe that you might aggravate it since it just came back. And then just the last part, I'm also aware that there are talk that he might leave the club, and also Sitebe and Maduna. And then the last part was, what I wanted to check from you is, why Shaba is not playing, coach? Is he still far from getting the fitness that you want for him to compete at this level?
You know, I know when the transfer window is open, there's always speculations: who's leaving, who's going, who's not. At the moment, there's no movement here from the club or anything. So yeah, so I can't really give you a answer that you want from there. And like I said, the players is there. Players have to work hard. You earn your place in the team, you know, and if you're playing, it's because you do that every Monday to Friday. You work hard, you train hard, you train the way you play, and then you'll find yourself in the starting 11, and that's what happened. And the players that you see there, that you don't see in the team or that you don't see in the starting 11, they just have to continue to work harder and get themselves to a level where the coaching staff, when we see that players deserves now to be in the team, or they earn their place because of the way they train, and they give the team what the team needs, and then you'll find yourself in the team. That's what happens. There's no favoritism, or there's no a set selection. It's accordingly to what players do from Monday to Friday or match day. You know, that's how we select the team, myself and the coaching staff. So all that is based on there. And on the Bongi and Tuli, I've not heard anything about any club making an offer or who's in for Bongi. For me, he's an AmaZulu player. He's my player, and he'll be there for as long as he's here until I'm told otherwise. It's gonna be like that, and that's so. And also for the halftime, I think, yeah. Listen, I think obviously Bongi is battling, is getting himself back into a fitness position where, you know, we can see the best of Bongi and Tuli. And now he's working towards getting to the levels where he can be very effective, and then he gets to score more than 1 goal per game. So he's working himself today. And today was just one of those games that wasn't suitable for him, you know. He's played his part, he's done his business, he scored us the goal. And now we needed players to work a little bit harder, to press. We needed to high press and that. So it was just a tactical change. Nothing more, nothing less.
Coach, just if I can close it on a sidestep, it's a big one tomorrow. Once again, we've got that your favorite playground, Soweto Derby. Who is taking it and why?
Hi, that's a tough one. That's a tough one because both teams are in decent form. Like they nice positions in the league. I don't know how the league's table standing now, but Pirates is at number 4, number 5, and Chiefs on number 6 or number 7.
You took them to number 8 now. Number 7 now.
Oh, we bypassed Chiefs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's still they're not too bad off, and Chiefs have found a new revival, and that's always good for the Soweto Derby. You know, if both teams are on fire, if both teams are on a bit of a roll, not too bad matches. Because all I want to see a nice, entertaining Soweto Derby with goals. I don't want to see a goalless draw. I can't watch another Soweto Derby with a goalless draw. So I'm asking for good football, and that the best team to win, because at this moment in time, I played for one and I supported the other one as a child. So for me, it's either way. I'm AmaZulu. For me, all that matters is 3 points comes to my team, and whatever happens tomorrow in the derby, I hope I'm going to be able to enjoy it and see some goals, and that there'll be a winner.